The following program is rated TV MAL. The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
They're here.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my friends. I just like the sound of it.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Top of the morning to you guys. Welcome to Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast right here on Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. We're going to dilly-dally around with some of this motherfucking Raider shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to check out Josh Jacobs' post-game interview he gave in the locker room just to get an idea of, in the moment. I want to get his in-the-moment replies to the questions being asked to him, but he's a real humble dude. Shout out to Josh Jacobs, man. Hell of a game last Sunday. Now it's on to the next one, which is the San Diego Dischargers. Yes, I said San Diego. Fuck that, because LA is our second home. So we get there. Hey, I hope we show up and show out Sunday at Allegiant Stadium. You feel me? When these motherfuckers come here to play us, we better show up and show out. They better not have more motherfucking fans in that powder blue and piss color in the motherfucking stands over our own fan base. We can't have that, y'all. We can't have that. So yes, indeed. It is Thursday morning. Top of the morning to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's go ahead and do our fizzle. And then I can get into this Merlot. You know what I mean? Get into this Merlot with the pinky out. Shout out to Michael Guerrero. I'm going to get Hollywood on their ass today, boy. Hey, shout out to Raider Ben, man. Hey, this is not the longest fucking intro on YouTube. Bruh, it was a countdown, and then it goes into the intro. Duh. It's exactly a countdown to exactly 7 a.m. The show don't start till 7, bruh. Stop that shit before I go get turbo on you. Hey, shout out to Dominique 5, man. Hey, thank you for pulling up this morning. It's a pleasure to have you here let's see. Who else we got in here? Willie Wayne. What's the deal, Willie Wayne? Thank you for pulling up. NorCal Raider Jesse, my guy, man. Top of the morning. Isn't it like a breath of fresh air now in the chat? You guys can send me money to Cash App and show me your gratitude. Now let me quit. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, at least y'all breathing easy, man. Shout out to y'all for real. Michael Guerrero, my guy, man. Top of the morning, man. Thank you for pulling up and hanging out with your guy, man. It's always appreciative to see you here, as well as everyone else, man. You guys can breathe better now, huh? Look. Taste that? Remember next Friday? Taste that? Yeah, that's that clean air, huh? You ain't got that. You didn't have that shit the last 3 weeks, huh? That's that clean air, boy. Ain't nobody polluting that shit. Yeah, Navy Vet 44, salute to you, my guy. Thank you for pulling up. As usual, man, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Curtis Williams, my guy, top of the morning. Yes, indeed. Let me see who else. B. Al's in the house, man. Thank you for pulling up. 2 Red Rings is in the house. Shout out to you. Rotarian is in the motherfucking house. Yes, indeed. Okay. I see y'all out there for real. I see y'all. But how the fuck you gonna see us? So, motherfucker. Bugsy Raider, my guy. Top of the morning. I like Bugsy. That's a clean ass name to go with the Raiders in Vegas type shit, man. Bugsy Siegel. I was a big buff on the old school mafia type shit. So, Meyer Lansky, Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegel. Here's a side note. It is bad luck to have a $50 bill in the casinos, right? some casinos will not accept a $50 bill. The reason being, they say Bugsy Siegel had three $50 bills in his pocket when he was murdered. That's just one of those old things out here in Vegas, man. They said he had three $50 bills in his pocket when he died. You know what I mean? And a lot of casinos, they won't touch it. It's bad luck to bring them motherfuckers out. They won't give you change. They're not gonna do none of that shit. Well, some of them might, but majority of them, they believe in that superstition. They won't fuck with a $50 bill, for real. Shout out to everybody out here, man. Who else? Oh, Nutty Raider Nate, my guy, man. Top of the morning. Hey, man, thank you for pulling up, for real. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Raider Patches is in the house. Yes, indeed, man. Top of the morning. Bugsy Raider, my guy. Yep, facts. That's facts, man. Hey, I know my history, bruh. I know my history. You know, Marlansky wasn't an Italian. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Was it Marlansky, Lucky Luke? Yeah, Marlansky. And them is the people that put it down here in Vegas and set up shop in the middle of nowhere. And now look at it. You know what I mean? Now the Raiders is playing home games in Vegas. What? Are you serious? Now look, let me ask y'all this. And I'm trying to correlate the two. Is it me, or did, after the Raiders became a resident of Las Vegas, that the league did a sponsorship type shit with MGM Bet, like the online betting shit? So would you say the Raiders are responsible for the league making more money with motherfuckers betting through a betting app that is pushed by them? Because I swear I see nothing but those MGM. And matter of fact, I got an online betting company that wants me to go ahead and do an affiliate with them with my channel. But I'm deciding on if I want to go that route with them or somebody else. So, man, it's opening up a lot of doors with the Raiders here in Vegas, man. All right. So let's go ahead. I want to check out this interview now that my internet ain't tripping. Now my internet ain't tripping. Let's check out this interview that Josh Jacobs had post game. It's gonna be interesting to check him out, man. I just want to check his demeanor. Then I already seen a little bit of it. Very down to earth, humble young man, and I like those kind of athletes that are stars. That's really humble. You know what I mean? They're not really stuck on me type shit and trying to get the clout. It's all about performing to get wins. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and check out Josh Jacobs' interview.
Crazy, you know, coming in, you know, they're gonna get everything. You know, I kind of convinced them that, you know,
you drink out of paper, connoisseur of pink out.
Time next week.
So you can see the pinky finger.
Half of the defense was looking at Matt because he
There we
didn't know
go.
what he was doing on the play lining up. And I was just telling him, he's like, "What's the concept, bro? Just line up." And then, you know, when I hit the gap, I seen Yak get block. You know what I'm saying? I seen Yak get a big block, and I just seen a big hole.
Yako boy. We gotta. I'm gonna ask you.
I went out there and ran. Yeah. Kind of is what it is. It happened too like, you know, I was trying to talk to myself and will my mind to go out there and about 80 yards. Yeah, that was I mean, like I said last, I caught a lot of passes coming out of college, and so just to be able to put it on there, it's always huge. I think I made a crazy catch on that sideline. I kind of looked at their coaches for a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely good to put on tape. Appreciate y'all, man.
That's it of the interview. See, yeah,
I booked a trip to Paris with my boy.
I'm feeling this team, y'all. I'm really feeling this team. For the fact that, hold on, let me move this shit. Remove that shit. For the fact that I think it's just like a duplicate of last year. I think the adversity is the thing that's really pushing this team together. There's only two choices you can do through times like this, and that's either fold or chest out, chin up. You know what I mean? And right now, I think these motherfuckers is the latter of the two. I don't think they're gonna let anything really bother them, and I think they're gonna come out there and smash. Now, you heard the story of what really set the Raiders off to get out there and do their thing against Seattle. There was a fan in the stands that said 3-7, not bad for a team with no talent. And Perryman and Carr and Josh Jacobs, they seen that shit. They seen that shit. And it kind of pissed them. They said it lit a fire on them, but it pissed them off. It pissed them off because after the game, fucking Carr went up to dude, and dude is a Seattle fan. He told Carr, "You single-handedly won this game. You won this game." He'd be like, "No, motherfucker, you and that bullshit ass sign. That won the game. Thank you. Hey, come to the game on Sunday and do one for the Chargers. Hold one up and say 4-7. Not bad for a team with no talent. Let them rip you a new asshole. You can always use two assholes. You know what I mean? One you get screwed in, and one you shit out of. Hey, fuck it. Why not? You got screwed that day. Sunday, you talked all that shit. 3-7. Not bad for a team with no talent. And what did the talent do? What did Max Crosby do? Billings. Carr. Jakob Johnson. Fucking man, come on now. Even when Zamir got in the game, he was ripping them off. You know what I mean? So I need bulletin board material like this for this team because I see this is what, well, not, yeah, bulletin board, because if that dude would have had to sign, they would have seen it earlier. They would have been like, look what this motherfucker got. And that's what they did. They told everybody, hey, go look at this motherfucker sign he got in the front row over there in the end zone. When y'all do a touchdown, man, spit in his face. I would have coughed up a big fat fucking loogie. Alfonso Williams, my guy, man. Hey, top of the morning to you. Thank you for pulling up, man. Yes, indeed. We're talking this Raiders shit. We just hanging. We just hanging like a pair of balls. You know what I mean? Like a pair of testes. Testes. 1, 2, testes. I got to make sure my mic work. Because, Ben be telling me my mic don't be on, so I got to go testes. 1, 2, testes. Yeah, the mic is working. How do I know? Because that's why I had to add the shit that you see at the bottom of the screen that picks up the sound, so I know this mic is working. Fucking Ben. Hey, thank you, Ben, for pointing me in the right direction of being a better YouTube content creator, for real. You get all the props, my guy, for real. Oh, my God. All right, so next up, let's go ahead and check out. Y'all want to see some midget strippers? Oh, never mind. That's another show. That's Dirty's show. Dirty said, let me give you something to make you smile. And he had midgets twerking. He had midgets twerking. Oh, yeah. That's right, Michael. Tomorrow is Fuck Your Team Friday, y'all. Fuck Your Team Friday. It goes down again twice in the year on the motherfucking Chargers. They get the business. Oh, yeah. I can't wait neither, boy. Shit, I'm about to put my pinky finger out and drink some more of this shit. And look, you know what I did? I got to go to work tonight, but this is my Friday tonight. Then I'm off Friday, Saturday. Shit, I thought about taking Sunday off, but that's all right. After we win, I go into work and go ahead and spit that ism. at these motherfuckers at the job that be wearing these 49er bullshit. Fuck your team, bitch. Raiders. You know what I mean? Let it be known. Motherfucker be up in there, motherfuckers on their ass. Ben, where you went? You said was the hey, you do you guys notice how calm the chat is now? You notice that shit? Shh, listen. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick so y'all can understand. Watch this shit. Hey, shout out to those who brought it to my attention of what was going on, man. Son of a bitch. Look. Y'all hear that? Listen. Hold on. I gotta be quiet so y'all can hear.
Hey, the people at Discovery Channel came to me and
Go there.
You hear that? Listen to the chat, y'all. What's that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? What? What? You hear that? The chat is quiet. You hear the crickets? You hear the crickets? Yeah. NorCal. Hey, you hear that shit? Do you hear that shit? Joel, that don't work. Cause see the lines on the bottom of the screen popping when I'm talking? Yeah. Yeah. You hear that? That's what the chat sound like now, y'all. You welcome. You welcome. Next time y'all DM me as soon as that shit jump off like that, because like I say, my chat is not supposed to be an area for Raider fans to feel uncomfortable and feel, you know what I mean, in a situation with bumping heads with another motherfucker. You know what I mean? And that's why I expect. You know what I mean? So I did what I had to do. Shout out to Raider Ben. Shout out to others who brought it to my attention of what was going on. And I had to handle the business. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that because that's not what the fuck I'm here for. Now, let me go ahead and get out of character now because, yeah, my little YouTube shit, that's my happy-go-lucky type motherfucker. Now let's get into some real shit. I do not expect anybody to be in this chat causing friction amongst others of the Raider Nation. That's not what my motherfucking platform is for. So if you do tend on, or shall I say intend on, coming into the chat, please be respectful of others. It's cool for the banter. It's cool for the back and forth. But when you start attacking other motherfuckers in my chat, I get a fucking problem with that. I have a problem with that. Because you're coming to my channel causing friction amongst other people who root for the same team as you do. So there should be no reason for you to get in my motherfucking chat and cause friction. All right? So I had to do what I had to do, and I had to exit stage left individuals who does not respect my fucking request. And that's what it is. It's no love-hate thing. It's respect or non-respect. And that's what I asked for from day one in the chat. Keep it respectful. I don't understand how a motherfucker, and I'm speaking, and right now I'm gonna speak on some shit that's gonna basically be on my end double standard because I did what I'm saying motherfuckers shouldn't do. But for motherfuckers to be Raider fans, it should be a respect area. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with others. That's fine. But you don't start taking out personal attacks, telling motherfuckers to pull up and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad y'all let the shit be known. I handled the motherfucking shit. There should be no problems from here on out unless a motherfucker want to come back under an alias, which I'll go ahead and pull out the sniper 223 again. You know what I mean? I pull out the P223 again. You know what I mean? Or I can handle it with a 30-06 or whatever. Choose with the scope. So I had to do that shit. And I thank those who brought that to my attention, because I know once I get talking, sometimes I do not pay attention all the time to the chat. I try to. If you have not noticed, I try to get more engaged with the chat because I've always been like this. That's why I decided to do a channel on the Raiders, because I've always been passionate about this motherfucking team. I can be at work, and once I get off into the motherfucking conversation, it's on and cracking. You know what I mean? And it's like everything else get blocked out. And I'm like, bam, 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 bam. It got to the point where at my last job in California before I moved here, my nickname at work, this is what they call me, Stat Man. Because I always back to Raiders shit up with stats. Like, bruh, boom, 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 boom. And I swear to God. And these are Niner fans and them that came up with this motherfucking nickname. Stat Man. Oh, shit, here come Tick, the Stat Man. I start busting them off on them. But that's me. I love the team where I want to know what the fuck my team is doing. I want to know what the categories look like stat-wise. I understand averages and percentages are mirages. Those numbers mean nothing unless you know the numbers that's behind it, backing it, giving it a percentage and an average. So, I mean, I'm always in tune with numbers, for real. Ben, I already know you're going to be in motherfucking Vegas New Year's, bruh. Hey, Ben, look at this one, though. Ben, hey, I'm going to be in Vegas, too, on New Year's, bruh. We're going to be here at the same time. I'm going to be in Vegas, too. Hey, let's link up and have a drink. I'm bringing a motherfucking backpack. I'm going to tell you like this. I don't know what y'all drink. Let me know, because it's cheaper to get the shit off the strip. But see, sometimes during New Year's on the strip, they ban like glass bottles, but I can get some alcohol and put it in like a water jug and we good. Because I had to do that. One year, I remember before I moved out here, I came out here for New Year's and I went and got a big bottle of Hennessy and a big bottle of vodka. But they, at the liquor store off the strip, they poured them in empty water jugs, because they won't allow you to have glass on the strip. Now, are they doing it the same way this year? I don't know. But just to be safe, I got it on lock. I got it on lock. We can go dark and light, and whoever drinks what, hey, I'll have cups and ice and all that shit. Because I'm telling you, the strip, they're going to rape the fuck out of you on liquor and beer. If you go into the little liquor stores on the strip, I'm telling you, they're charging you $10 for a 24-ounce of Corona in a can. $10 fucking dollars. Now you can get a little cheaper by going to Walgreens and them on the strip, because they'll knock it down to about $5, half of that. But still, you're not paying that much in the fucking regular like 7-Eleven or something. But I have a store across the street from me, so let me know what you guys drink. I'm not gonna bring everything y'all motherfuckers want, but I got action at getting shit at a better cost than you guys will on the strip. So just let me know. Hit me up. Hey, it's countdown. My birthday is in 18 motherfucking days. Woo! Woo! And you know we play the motherfucking Patriots that weekend, bitch. What? The big 5-0. The big 5-0. I told on myself, the big motherfucking 5-0. Half a motherfucking century. The same exact when the Immaculate. I can't wait to face the Steelers. 50 years when that happened. I think that shit happened after I was born, too, to be honest. NorCal Raider Jesse. No. I'm not. I don't do Bud Ice all the time. I do that when I get off work, because I buy a 3, because it comes in a 3-pack. And I get a 3-pack, and I like, when I do the shows, I just drink 1 beer every show. When I get off work, I come home, and that be like the thing I drink. Now, the good shit, I drink on the weekend. I don't drink the good shit during the week, because that shit, hey, that runs a tab like a motherfucker. But on the weekend, oh, Saturday, like this Saturday, oh, I'm gonna go get me a 12-pack of Corona because UFC, and then they got the Tyson Fury fight and Chocolito fighting. So, you know, I'll be into my fights and shit on Saturdays. And then on the game, shit, I'm up doing the show 2 hours before kickoff. And then I'm cracking beers like a motherfucker, boy. Because I don't have to go to work till, I don't clock in until 6:30 that night. If I go in Sunday, I might not go in. It all depends. It all depends. But hey, bro, I ain't beat no Bud Ice. Coronas, Modelo's is what I usually drink. You know what I mean? Hard liquor, I like clear. I will fuck with dark, but here's a side note. See, I be knowing this shit, y'all. I'm a drinkologist, not a mixologist. I'm a drinkologist. The dark liquors, the reason why they're dark, that represents the toxins in the drink, which gives you bad hangovers. You know what I mean? Clear alcohol, such as vodka, and this is, I seen this on the show, the industry, the vodka industry, what they're focused on trying to do, they're trying to create a vodka that's completely odorless and does not give you a hangover. And that's why, like, your top shelf vodkas get filtered like 8, 9, 10 times. Now the bottom shelf shit, I don't fuck with bottom shelf vodka. It's very rare that I fuck with mid shelf, but mid shelf vodkas are good for when you're doing mixed drinks. You never want to do top shelf alcohol in mixed drinks because you're wasting the alcohol, especially when you're mixing it with other alcohols. So what you want to do is deal with your mid shelf vodkas, Bacardis, the rums, the gins, shit like that when you're doing like the Long Island iced teas, the Adios motherfuckers, the shit that requires all the clear liquor, you know what I mean, in your drink. That you want to do mid-level, but when you're doing shots you want to do high top shelf vodka and whatever, tequila, that too. Tell y'all, be learning this shit, y'all. Hey, cause when I retire, man, I'm opening up a sports bar. That's my whole goal. My goal is to open a sports bar when I'm done and I'm retired, like literally retired. I'm going to open a sports bar, so I know that I'm going to have to be mixing drinks until I hire motherfuckers. So I've been learning this shit. No, I don't drink vodka. Fuck no. I've never drank vodka in my life. The lowest I would go in vodka is mid shelf. Now, New Amsterdam, that's the lowest I would go is New Amsterdam, right? Because of the different flavors. But Smirnoff is the one, if you want to create different like martinis with different flavors, Smirnoff is the one I suggest because they got a multitude of different flavors. I got a martini that I make is a caramel apple. And what I do is I take caramel vodka, Smirnoff, and mix it with the Smucker's apple, the sour apple, and then I hit the rim of the glass with caramel and apple sugar. Bro, I make my own drinks, bro. I do this shit. It's a caramel apple martini. You use caramel vodka and the sour apple puckers. You know what I mean? And you mix those, you mix it right, and it tastes dead on a motherfucking caramel apple. I swear to God. Nah, I ain't never had White Wolf. Y'all talking some wino at the motherfucker on the corner shit. Bruh. The worst shit I ever drank in life. I never drank none of that shit. I swear to God. When I was younger, my choice of alcohol was not like the gins, the vodkas. I mean, when we had parties and shit, we had Jungle Juice where you mix everything. But my shit was, I ain't gonna lie, Thunderbird and Kool-Aid was my shit as a teenager. As a teenager, Thunderbird and Kool-Aid, yes indeed. They used to give me one of those evil buzzes. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do some shit type shit. You know what I mean? So Thunderbird and Kool-Aid, and I'm talking about a fifth of bird, a pack of Kool-Aid, and it was on. It was on and cracking for real. Mad Dog 2020, Night Train. We used to mix Night Train with Old English. Or you could take the Rhine Carlos Rossi and mix that with orange juice. We used to do so much shit. Man, I'm telling you, I'm glad I don't drink that bullshit no more. I'm strictly mid-shelf or higher. It depends on if I'm mixing drinks or if I'm doing straight shots. Yes, Raider Ben, I got this shit, bruh. Hey, hey, I'm gonna tell you, the last time I was on the strip for New Year's, it was me and my son. I was off the Fireball and Modelo. Fireball and Modelo. Boy, had the Fireball knocking shots. That hey, I had a hangover in the morning, boy. That sugar in that motherfucker, boy, have you fucked up. Almost remind me of Southern Comfort back in the day. Who remembers Southern Comfort, or do y'all even know that shit? Hey, Sinister, hey, the Mad Dog 2020, I'm telling you. And look, all the females, we used to get them Boone's Farm. The sangria and shit like that. The Boone's Farm was for them. We would fuck with the Mad Dog 2020, the Cisco, the Thunderbird, and the Night Train. That's the shit we would fuck with because we was trying to get loaded, and boy, that shit worked. Hey, 303 Raider. Hey, I've never had a Four Loko ever in my life. I don't even know what is it straight malt liquor? Is it juice mixed with liquor? Because I see the cans kind of like how the Arizona iced tea cans be. What does Four Loko taste like? Is it fruit juice? Is it like malt liquor fruit juice? I'm serious. Oh, hey, Everclear, we used that when we did Jungle Juice. We'll like get a big old container, mix all the alcohol, cut the fruit up in it like the watermelon. You get strawberries, pineapple. You want like fruits like the pineapples, watermelon. They absorb a lot of liquor in that shit. And this is going back to like my teenage days too, because I had homeboys that would throw parties. When I went to Job Corps, I come back home on the weekend, motherfuckers would throw a party. And it'd be a big old thing of Jungle Juice. And then one time I went to Louisiana and I got like the 100 proof. It was the 100 proof vodka. What else did I mix with that shit? I always use Tanqueray. Tanqueray right now, to me, the strongest gin on the market. Besides, well, New Amsterdam had the 100 proof vodka. My bad. It's the vodka, not the gin that New Amsterdam has. They have 100 proof. So you'll get the 100 proof. You get the Tanqueray because the Tanqueray is almost 100 proof. I think it's 98.6% alcohol per volume. That's why I fuck with Tanqueray. If I fuck with gin, when I do my Long Islands, I want my Long Islands to have a kick. I don't want you to drink it and don't feel shit. I don't want to hit you right, head on collision right off bat. But I want to give you something that, got a little kick to it. You're like, oh, okay, this shit is good. Or the Adios. And Adios is the same, is in the Long Island, is in the iced tea family. The only difference is you have Blue Curacao and 7-Up instead of using Coke and what was it? The Long Island is the Coca-Cola and fucking damn, I got the motherfucking shit on my bar too. I'm drawing a blank. Never mind me. I'm going back to the Merlot. I notice now a lot of ladies like drinking the Moscato. I get the Moscato and the pink Moscato. I have not tried the E40 mango Moscato though. I heard that shit got a kick to it. That E40 shit, bruh. They say that motherfucker got a kick. I'm like, oh, that's E40 though. E40 be coming out with them drinks that you like, oh, wait a minute, this is the shit we be drinking at the function. And he got a function red wine. He also has a cotton candy wine. Now, those that don't know, there are grapes out there that are called cotton candy grapes, and they taste like cotton candy. So he has a wine made from cotton candy grapes. So, hey, shout out to E40 for pushing the fucking envelope on his alcohol. Because, bruh, he come up with shit that no major motherfucking alcohol company is coming up with. A mango Moscato? Are you serious? And I haven't even tried it yet. And I've been telling me, man, I got to get some. I got to get some. And I've never fucked with it. Citizen said when your shit when you was young. Well, I'm not going to lie. I used to just go and buy some shit. Hey, whatever floats your. When you young, you do whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, we was drinking all the rot gut shit, the malt liquor. The come on now. I remember getting Old English when it you do. Who remember when Old English came in 4-ounce bottles with the little handle, the little the little half handle on the motherfucking top? 64 ounce of Old English. We used to get that shit. I'm telling you, bruh, hey, on a summer, in the summertime, we would get in that shit. Like the store we would go to in Portland, we go to the store, and the corner store would keep all the malt liquor in an ice cream freezer. You know, the one you reach down in, and that shit be damn near frozen. But when it's in the summertime, when it be hot, bruh, I'll knock back at Old English like it wasn't shit. And then motherfuckers start fucking with St. Ives. When St. Ives first came out, their 40s were only 99 cents. A 99-cent St. Ives 40 is what you used to get back in with the late 80s, early 90s. Bro, they was really trying to get us on their product for real. Hey, I don't drink malt liquor no more. To be honest with you, I do not drink malt liquor no more. I drink regular beer. I start going for flavor now rather than trying to get fucked up. You know what I mean? So yeah, no more Old English, no 211s. I never fucked with 211s really. I drank it a couple of times, but new 211s got the mixed the malt liquor drinks also. You remember? I don't know if you guys remember when St. Ives had the special brews. They came out with like mango and raspberry and shit like that, but it was malt liquor with juices. Well, 211 has those kind of things also. And I used to I fucked with them a few years back. But now I was like, you get older and it's like, give me a nice Corona with a lime. I fuck with a Blue Moon with an orange slice. You know, that kind of shit. Stella Artois. That's decent beer to me. Heineken I used to fuck with because you used to get the mini kegs at the store. Heineken, shit, you put that motherfucking refrigerator on, you got every time you go get it, you just hit the motherfucking keg and pour you a glass and going about your business. No empty bottles, it's just a little mini keg about yay big. I don't even know if they still make the mini kegs anymore at Heineken. The Mickey's Big Mouth, the Big Mouth barrels that Mickey's used to have, man, we used to drink that back in the early 90s too. For real. And it wasn't just me. Hey, motherfuckers that had money used to drink that shit. I remember one time, and this is a true story. Here go a lunatic story. It was 1990. It was either 92 or 93 in Oakland. A friend of my family is Gary Payton is a friend of my family. I got my older cousin. Him and Gary grew up playing basketball together. When Gary got drafted by the Seattle Supersonics, he called my cousin up to come, help him out and put him on the payroll in Seattle. My cousin's still in Seattle to this day. But in Oakland, and this was before Jason Kidd came out of high school and went to Cal, Gary had a party, and he didn't live that far from where I live. Me, my cousins, we all went over there, and it was Gary Payton, fucking Jason Kidd, Ant Banks, I forgot who else, because the reason why Ant Banks was there because Gary Payton was starting his own record label, and MC Ant, a rapper out of Oakland, was on his label, and then he also had Smooth Black Poets, another group that was on his label as well. Rest in peace to MC Ant, he passed away, but we went over to a house that used to be Gary's parents' house. But when he made it to the league, he bought them a new house and had them move there and kept the old house that they grew up in and but they had for years over off of in East Oakland. So we went over there and they had a garbage can full with ice and water with nothing but motherfucking Mickey's in it. Jason Kidd was so fucked up. And me and Jason Kidd, mind you, was about the same age. So I was young and wild. I wasn't no athlete. I was a gangbanger. You know what I mean? At 18, 19. So man, we in there drinking this motherfucker. I remember him sitting on the stairs, man. He was so fucking toe up. I'm like, he was about 19. Hold on, let me remember. About 19, because he was at Cal. I think his freshman year at Cal Berkeley, because he only did 1 year and he went pro. Man, he was so fucked up on the stairs. But I mean, I don't think he drink like that. You know what I mean? That motherfucker was toe up. But me, the veteran, at 19, give me that shit. Nigga, I fuck with Thunderbird. I was, hey. Oh my God, I remember those days. Man, I lived on Fern Street, right off of Fairfax and High Street. I had to, like, I moved out to California. This was in 92. When I got out of Job Corps, I ended up getting this job at Church's Chicken right by Fremont High School on High Street before you get to East 14th. I was 19 working there, and I would walk from basically where I lived, well, not basically, literally from where I lived on Fern, which was right across the street from a graveyard. And you will walk down to Fairfax, make a right, High Street, make a left, and walk all the way down. And this is a true story. I bailed down that motherfucker at 19 years old, bailed that motherfucker with my backpack, and I had a 44 revolver in my backpack. I was like, hey, I was ready for the business. You know what I mean? I was ready for the business. I'm out there young, going to work and shit, walking to work. And just in case some shit jump off, hey, I was ready for it. You know what I mean? Now here's another true story. I did get tore up off of Thunderbird and Kool-Aid and went to Brookdale Park and brought my gun and tried to shoot out the motherfucker drunk, trying to shoot out the light at the park. The motherfuckers that I was with, see, I got older cousins that they're about, let's see, my cousins is about 10 years, maybe 10 years older than me. So when I was like 19, they was like 29. And I ain't gonna mention his name. He might not want to be mentioned in the story, but my older cousin, some of the cats I was with, told my cousin, hey, your cousin at the park trying to shoot out the motherfucking light. So I'm going back home. I'm buzzed. You know what I mean? I'm fucking with the Thunderbird. So I get back to the house and he jammed me up. Now see, my cousins is gangsters from back in the day, from Oakland, from North Oakland, to be exact, back in the 80s when shit was at this tipping point. So me and him always related because, you know, he was on his gangster shit was on some hustling shit. Mine was on some gangbang shit, but he was trying to like not groom me, but trying to like give me some game about life, like, you know what I mean? So fucking with him was, I to this day, I'm like, bro, hey, big bro, you wasn't my cousin, you was my big bro. You pulled me to the side a few times and ran it down to me. But that he was mad as a motherfucker. They came back and told him, it said, hey, your cousin at the park trying to shoot out the light. And this is daytime, mind you. So I'm at the park trying to shoot the light out. I'm drunk. I ain't gonna lie. I'm seeing double. I'm off the Thunderbird and Kool-Aid. I'm feeling it. I come back home. This motherfucker grabbed me. He picked me off the ground and put me against. Now my cousin's not small. All right. My cousin was a football player. He went to college and played football at Utah State and then fucked around and went to the Dolphins. But he didn't make the Dolphins. That, you know what I mean? He was the last one cut because back in the 80s, late 80s? I think it had to be the mid around there. They already had pretty much their team back in that era. You know what I mean? They had their team set. So he didn't make it. So then he since he didn't make it to the pros, he did his thizzle in the streets. So he grabbed me, put me up on the wall. He said, what the fuck is wrong with you going to the park trying to shoot the motherfucking light out? Don't you know if OPD came and caught you doing that shit, they would have put one in you? And I'm mad at him doing this shit because, you know, like I said, he a big motherfucker, yoked. You know what I mean? I'm mad, like, put me down, nigga, put me down. Put me down and say that shit. I'm lit. But yeah, man, long story short, Thunderbird leads to a lot of fucking bad decisions I made in life. A lot of bad decisions. Hey, that Niner and Raider rivalry, hey, bruh, that shit is for real. That shit is for real. Hey, motherfuckers, ooh. I might drink Thunderbird on New Year's Day. Let me not. I fuck around being the clink boy, making Pruno, making dice out of toilet paper and toothpaste. How you do that, lunatic? Hey, I can't. That's another story. I got in trouble for doing that shit when I was locked up. Oh, I like fucking with y'all, man. Y'all got me reminiscing, bringing out old stories and shit. Nah, I was never in the Mickey Mouse Club. Shit, never was in the Mickey Mouse Club. Was the TV show? Nah, I was never on the TV show on that shit. Thunder Chicken, hey, or Thunder Pluck. Look, hey, Curtis Williams, for real. But I'm telling you, Thunderbird, man, and that's my young days was wild. You know what I mean? I didn't go to Job Corps because I wanted to. You know what I mean? But see, here's the crazy shit. Motherfuckers, hey, my stepmom made me go to Job Corps because I was, out there and she that same fucking speech. But I shout her out, rest in peace. I shout her out though, because she told me, she said you was gonna either end up dead or in the pen. And both of them almost happened. You know what I mean? Both of them, more than once. I didn't have motherfuckers draw down on me. You know what I mean? We in the streets handling our thing, and I had a motherfucker draw out and try to do me, and the motherfucker jammed up. You know what I mean? I had motherfuckers shoot and miss. I didn't have motherfuckers that was with me. I didn't had 1, 2, 3, 4 people get shot that was with me. Now I don't know if I'm bad luck or if I'm good luck. The bad luck is the fact that they got shot. The good luck is none of them died. You know what I mean? I remember coming out. It was my homeboy Gangsta Loves. Oh, I don't want to say his name. It was my homeboy's birthday. We coming out the club, and we feeling it. We had a good night. You know what I mean? I'm in front of him. He right behind me. I'm going to my car. My car is parked on the other side of his car. As soon as I get close to my car, I heard pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh shit. So I ran and ducked down between the cars because I didn't even know where the fucking shots was coming from. After the shot stopped, I raised up and looked, and my homeboy was laying down on in the parking lot. My other homeboy took off chasing the gunman, but the gunman that motherfucker was fast as a motherfucker, but he chased his ass down the street. So I went to my partner, and I'm not a medical type motherfucker, but I do know a little bit of something. So what I started doing was unbuttoning his shirt to try to see, was it did the bullets go straight through him, or are they still inside of him? So he got shot in the back. They shot him 6 times in the back. So I'm opening up his shirt and shit, trying to see, did he have exit wounds through the chest? I didn't see no exit wounds. He was drunk as a motherfucker. So I assume, and from the sound of a gun, it wasn't no major caliber type. I assume it might have been between a 22 or maybe a 32. One of the two. You know what I mean? It was, I say a 22, but it was 6 shots. He caught 6 shots in the back. So I'm opening up his shirt, trying to make sure there's no exit wounds, and you know what I mean? Because you want to try to stop the bleeding and all that shit. So he laying there. I don't see no exit wounds, so the bullets are still in them. So I'm knowing there's small caliber type bullets inside of them. So then, somebody called the ambulance and the police and shit. They come. My partner tried to chase down the motherfucker that did it, couldn't catch him. So he come back. He all distraught and he ready to square off with anybody. And he kind of big too. So the police come. He ready to squabble with the motherfucking police. So he back into the corner. You know what I mean? He put his back in the corner and started squaring up with him, like, fuck that shit, because he mad at what the situation is. And the police come tell me, hey, can you calm him down and tell him that, we're here trying to help. I said, hey, I don't want to say his name. I was like, hey, just just kick back right now, man. Let them do his thing. They not against us. They trying to, figure out what's going on and can get, the homie help. So they went ahead and called the ambulance. They came and took care of him. But he didn't die. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I need to call him. I ain't talked to him in a long ass time. But yeah, man, that's one of the instances. I got stories, y'all. I got so many fucking stories. That's why I thank God for the fact that I made it this far. Cause I got a lot of homeboys that didn't. When you in that lifestyle, we get tricked in thinking that that's the way of life, that's the way to go, and that's the only like option we have, and it's not. It's not. We fell for the banana in the tailpipe. You know what I mean? You get into that. Some people are born into that shit. Other people grew up in that shit, and there's a fork in the road where you can choose that lifestyle or trying to better yourself to be in a different lifestyle. And when you make bad choices in life, your options dwindle. You know what I mean? It dwindle. Me as personally, I was going to join the Army. They had the delayed entry program. I joined the Army as a junior. Now, the whole thing with the delayed entry program is you can join the Army early, but you have to graduate. And then after graduation, the following month, you go off to boot camp. So I was supposed to go to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for boot camp for the Army, August of 91. But plans changed because I didn't graduate. So with plans with me not graduating after school was done, for the year in the summertime, I'm out there in the streets. We on the news, we having shootouts, we doing all that shit. I'm off the Thunderbird. Like I said, Thunderbird, hey, shout out to Thunderbird for all the bad decisions I made in life. Off the Thunderbird, motherfucker, we on the news and shit for shit going on with some enemies down the way. And my stepmom seen that shit. And she was like, you gotta go to job, you gotta do something. You gotta go to Job Corps because you're gonna end up dead or in jail. And the reason why she say Job Corps, because when she was younger years ago, she was in Job Corps. So she, try to send me somewhere where I can learn a trade and try to set my life on a better course, you know what I mean, rather than being up in these streets and doing all this wild shit. So I go to Job Corps, but the thing is, when you go to Job Corps, you meet a lot of motherfuckers just like you. You know what I mean? A lot of gangsters up in that motherfucker for real, from Chicago, Seattle, because I went to one that was in Washington. But lo and behold, I did not know that you had motherfuckers from other states going to that motherfucker too. So there was motherfuckers from Chicago, Seattle, California, everywhere. And a lot of these motherfuckers was gangsters, you know what I mean? So it's like when we got to Job Corps, it was really no animosity because what we did was we gathered all the gangsters and we like at the time there was a rap group with Coolio and all them called the Mad Circle. We started a group called the Mad Circle and it had Crips, Bloods, Disciples, everybody. It's like for us to maintain and keep a clear focus of why we up in there, we all fucked with each other in like it was like almost like a support group, really. You know what I mean? And once a week, we would do chest. No hitting in the face, because if you bring any attention at Job Corps that y'all been fighting, it's a possibility y'all get sent out. You know what I mean? So we'll do all chest. It'd be like all chest, just everybody take off on everybody in a circle, just to relieve like some of the stress and the strain. And you know what I mean? Because Job Corps, I'm gonna tell you, it's like a mini penitentiary. You can't leave. You're in dorms and not cells, but you're in dorm rooms with like 6 other motherfuckers on bunk beds. You know what I mean? You can catch cases up in that motherfucker for real. If they press charges on some shit, you go to court in town. But we is out in the middle of nowhere. It's not like you can escape and you'll find your way. Bullshit. You ain't find your way nowhere. You stuck there for life. You know what I mean? Until you get out. So we up in there and it was cool because we had the essays, the blacks. It was all of us, and we all had like we all come from different parts of the country, but we was all involved in the same shit. So there was a respect and an understanding of each other, and it was good shit to me. Because when we all left, like they'll give us an opportunity to leave and go off to like the mall way up north in Washington, close to the Canadian border, to go shop for like clothes and shit. We all do it together. We all do it together. We never had animosity. If we had issues, we handled that shit. You know what I mean? But it was some good shit, but you meet motherfuckers from all over. And there's like to this day, I don't know if some of them are still alive or not, but I've made good friendships with some of the coldest cats you ever come across. You know what I mean? They fuck with me. I fucked with them. It's like, hey, it was some good shit. So basically, rather than, and I was learning the trade. I did cement masonry, so it was a trade, but I never went into the trade coming out of Job Corps. I left early. I got tired because my homeboys got kicked out for fighting. We was in the motherfucking break. Hey, I got stories, I tell you. We was in the lunchroom, breakfast, getting ready to go to our trades. And it was just one of them days where motherfuckers just didn't want to be there no more. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, the smallest thing kicked off, and my homeboy Trig and D started getting a fight with other motherfuckers in the lunch line, in the breakfast line. But before Trig could start hitting on anybody, I shout out to my boy Trig. It's his birthday today, and he's locked up. That's my guy, man. Bruh, I don't know if y'all can see this shit in the pen, but I do hope to see you out free one day, bro. I know your plans on trying to fight that 3-strike shit and get out. Bro, I hope you get out and get into doing culinary like you wanted to do, being a chef. And bro, once you touch down, if you touch down, I'm right there with you, bro. That's my dog, though. That's my dog. And like I say, life throws a lot of curveballs at you, and it's all on us to make the right decisions. And when we're young, we make dumb decisions or dumb decisions. Because I made plenty of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got story. I don't want to keep on. Let's talk Raider shit. My bad, y'all. I'm up here talking personal shit. But I mean, that's just like, I got a whole bunch of stories. And there's a lot of motherfuckers that do. You know what I mean? That go unheard. But I mean, shit. It's like I got knowledge to be able to teach the younger cats what to and what not to do. You know what I mean? Like my son knows nothing about gangs. Period. Never introduce them around that. Now, motherfuckers around my hood been around them, but they always conducted themselves respectful. You know, hey nephew, what's going on there? How you doing in school? You know what I mean? But they never know. He knows nothing about. Oh, he might be watching this shit now. Oh shit! I just told myself he might be watching this shit because he did subscribe to the channel. Hey son, just go to school and get straight A's, bruh. I'm telling you, it makes your life a whole lot easier if you're watching. And that's coming from dad. I'm telling you. I know there was times that he heard some shit like talking with my dad and shit, and he was like looking surprised. I said, what's up? He said, I didn't know that you did all that shit. Or he didn't cuss. I didn't know you did all that. I said, son, there's a lot about dad that you don't know. But one day we'll have that discussion. But right now you focus on school, and he wants to be a surgeon. I'm behind you 100%. You want to be a surgeon, bruh, handle that shit. But it starts with school. You know what I mean? You got all A's before. I want all A's every single report card. I want you to take any course you can take to better yourself at becoming a surgeon in life. You know what I mean? So my son, I'm teaching him now, and this is the whole thing that I got everything like revolving around with me and him. I tell him, don't be like dad. Be better than dad. And if you put that focus in your kid's head, no matter what wrong their dad has done, they know to be better than that. But see, I see a lot of parents, they want to be like, oh yeah, be like your dad, or you know, the kids be like, yeah, I'm just like my daddy. Sometimes that shit ain't good. If your daddy ain't shit, it ain't good to be like your daddy. So you gotta give your kids something better than you to shoot for. Don't be like me, be better than me. And that's the one thing I can ask my son, hey son, what I tell you to do? Do you want to be like dad? He was like, no, I want to be better than dad. And that's the whole focus. That's progress in your family line. Your last name carries on. You want that last name to carry on and get better and better and better. And that's why I'm teaching my son to do not be like me. Because there's going to be stories he's going to be hearing. He's going to be ear hustling and hearing shit, or hearing me and my partners talk that he's familiar with that call him nephew. He going to hear some shit and he going to be like, what happened? Hey, so I don't have to go through that long story. Don't be like me. You gonna fuck around and have to work a regular fucking job for the rest of your life? Because I have no degrees. I had to get a GED, and I took life the hard way. But I'm not the kind of motherfucker to fold. Whatever life throws at me, I'm gonna handle that shit. You know what I mean? But I want you to have a better and easier path to being more successful than I ever dreamed of being. So that's why I got him on course to do his shit. I want him to be a surgeon. You want to be a surgeon? It starts now. He's only in 8th grade. He starts high school next year. But shit, it's never too late to start now. You know what I mean? So that's my focus. That's my motherfucking advice to people out there. Have your kids be focused on being better than you. I know is you get a little kick out of having a little mini you, because I was the same way. Like, I got a little tick, and my homeboys be like, oh, look at little tick. I'm like, nah. And his mama be like, nope, don't call him that. Don't call him that shit. Don't call him that shit for real. Hey, you know what, Gravy? That's real talk. Real talk. The ladies too. And see, another part of my story, before my son was born, I was having a daughter, but we lost that pregnancy. And it's crazy. It's crazy how life not exactly, like my son's birthday is August 2nd. A year before, our daughter that we was having before him, we lost her August 20th in the very same room my son was born in. The same room. You know what I mean? Because we didn't know what was happening. My son's mom was like, she was kicking. I used to talk to her and I could see her kick and push and shit inside. And like, we was like into month 5 of the pregnancy. And she called the advice nurse that early in the morning one time. I was asleep. And the nurse was like, yeah, tell her, oh yeah, you need to go ahead and go down to the hospital and da-da-da. So we got in the car, we drove down there, and I ain't gonna never forget that fucking nurse told us that you're having a miscarriage. We was like, what? It's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And I be thinking ever since then, man, I'll be like, you could have did something. As many motherfuckers have premature babies at like 5 months around that area. You couldn't have done anything. You couldn't have tried to do anything. You know what I mean? I didn't know though. I didn't know to ask the right questions. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, my daughter, right? She would have been 14, and she would have been a freshman in high school this year, because it was exactly a year before. And then after that incident happened, then that's when she got pregnant with my son. And because what happened, I don't want to get into her personal shit as far as, you know, the pregnancy and shit. But my son comes in 2009, August 2nd. My dude, you know what I mean? My dude. But yeah, women, the girls, it's very important to teach them also to be better as well. Teach all that twerking and all that shit. Yeah, fine and dandy, but don't think that's gonna lead you to the perfect husband, perfect boyfriend. Don't think that you have to settle for a motherfucker because you have. I mean, because sometimes there's some women that might have low self-esteem. You know what I mean, and think that they're only able to get what they get. And that's a fucking lie. Never settle. Never put yourself in a relationship that was never meant to succeed from the beginning, because you're settling. You're thinking, since nobody wants you, this guy does, that's your guy. That might not be your fucking guy. He might not have your best interests at heart. Find you somebody that, and I heard this and this is going to sound kind of funny, but I'm going to tell you, it made the most sense to me. But the person it came from is kind of like, would you take advice from this guy? It was a pimp. And they asked a pimp, what advice would you give the people? Like, you know what I mean? And he didn't give no pimp game. I was surprised. He gave some real shit. He said, if I could do it all over again, I would settle for the woman that her eyes light up when she sees me. Like she loves you. Find somebody that likes you rather than you trying to be with somebody that you like. You know what I mean? And I like, that makes fucking sense. Go be with somebody that wants and likes you for you. But it's like we're always trying to chase something that we want that don't want us back. Or it's not good for us to be in that situation with that person. So we got to teach the boys and the girls. Find somebody that really likes you. That's all I can say. Find somebody that likes you. And that's who you deal with. Because I'm telling you, if you do that, that's somebody that's going to stick by your side. Not somebody that's just, you know what I mean? Because this is what you think you can only find. And so you limit yourself to less than what you deserve. The outcome is not going to be so great. But Gravy, you're right. We got to teach these women the same shit. Oh no, hey, Savage Sav, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I've been through shit in my life, and I'm at the age where I'm understanding that life is life. You know what I mean? What matters is how do you handle life. Now, some people aren't built for it. You know what I mean? I done had family members and friends like commit suicide. Why they committed it, I don't know. There was no notes left behind, but I done had family and friends commit suicide. Now, maybe it's because they felt they couldn't handle life and what it threw at them. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said, I got a lot of experiences, a lot of stories, bro. And I know I'm not alone. There's a lot of people out there experience the same shit. That's why I said I reflect on life because life is life, and it does not have sympathy or concern. It just continues. You know what I mean? It was going before me. It's gonna go after me. That's how you gotta look at it. It is what it is. But in the meantime, while I'm here, there's a lot of knowledge I gain just going through your circumstances. You know what I mean? I'm not down and out. Like I said, like that's one thing I went through the past 2 years. This is what happened to me in my past 2 years. I lost my little brother. I lost my stepmother a year ago on the 26th of November, so just passed. It's been a year. And my father had triple bypass. And he's older. You know what I mean? Like 80 older. And it at the time shit like that happens, it hits you. You know what I mean? But I never question life. I never question why me, because it's never not just gonna be why. It's not gonna just be me. There's other people going through the same shit. You know what I mean? Now there's a time for you to be able to grieve and miss your loved ones, right? But then you're gonna come to a part after you're done grieving, and it's called understanding. You understand this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? We're all gonna be gone. How we gonna be gone? Sometimes we have a choice in choosing how we decide to leave. You know what I mean? But never let it get you down and out. Like I said, hey, this internet shit, this Raider content is my therapy. I get to take my mind off of sad shit that makes me mad, and go on to shit that I love. See how you go to something you love and you talk with other people that love the same thing? That's why I say in my chat, I didn't appreciate people going at each other in my chat, because my whole focus is on the love part, the aspect of the Raiders. And that's the same thing that ties us all in. You know what I mean? And even people that ain't Raider fans, you still have a love for a team, but it's still football. You love football. I grew up playing football. Pop Warner, high school, I played that shit. Flag football, you know what I mean? I did all that shit. So it's like it's the love of the sport. So I don't get down and out. I'm like I say, I miss my loved ones. They're not here no more. I miss them. But like I said, and to keep it 100, they're not the first ones to be gone, and they're not going to be the last. and my name will be added to their name one day. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what all of us need to be concerned with is right now. You know what I mean? And what you do right now can set you up for tomorrow. So you want to do your setups. And all yesterday are memories. And hopefully you got a lot of good yesterday memories of the past. I do. You know what I mean? So like hey, Sav, I'm good. Hey, thanks for looking out though, bruh. Thanks for looking out. I'm not a down and out type person. I've never been that. You know what I mean? I handle what life throws at me. I'm knowing, and there's gonna be more down the line, depending on how long I live. There's gonna be more thrown at me. Like I said, man, I turned 50 in 18 days. 50, bruh. I'm not even supposed to be here. I can name all the times I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, there's a lot of luck involved in life as well, as calculated decisions. A lot of that shit plays a part into your outcome. Like I said, I'm not down and out. That's why I tell people, keep your heads up. I know whoever you're missing, you're gonna miss them. You're gonna always think about them. That shit ain't going nowhere. It's like say for instance, you cut yourself. The worst part of a cut is the initial cut. You're bleeding. You know what I mean? You got that wound open. But you know eventually that wound is gonna heal. But even after that wound heals, you're left with a scar. So there's going to be a memory of how that happened, when it happened, and why it happened. You're going to have that scar of losing a loved one. But that does not mean the memory has to be a bad memory. Think about all the good shit y'all did. The shit, the funny moments, like sometimes I catch myself thinking about me and my little brother, and I'll be like, because I remember certain instances, like, oh, he would have said that shit. That sound like him, you know what I mean? So it's always good shit. There's bad shit of him gone, but there's a lot more good shit than there is bad shit. You only die once. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of memories since he was born all the way up until he passed. And I got good memories. I got good memories with my bro, man. He may be gone physically, but memory wise, he ain't gone. I can always go to certain memories of certain situations that just make me laugh about me and him. Hey, we was nuts, boy. Me and that boy was nuts. For real. But I'm solid, and I tell anybody out there, stay strong. Keep your head up. It gets better. It gets better. You know what I mean? It gets better. But you have to allow it to get better. When you keep yourself in a dark place, you don't want to talk to people. You don't want to be talked to or messed with. Then that's when it becomes a problem because you're keeping yourself in that bad moment. And you got to go ahead and get through the bad moment and move on. That's the whole part of it. Get through that bad moment and move on. I didn't say forget. I said just move on because there's still a life to live. There's other people that depend on you. You know what I mean? So you can't quit. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe in. That's why tanking is really a bad thing with me with the Raiders. Because I'm like, don't quit. Why quit? Because you're gonna make it. One day the Raiders is gonna make it. You know what I mean? It could be this season. We got 2 victories in a row. If we would have started tanking 2 weeks ago when motherfucker said we need to start tanking, because after the last loss with the Jaguars, where would we have been right now? Nobody. Josh would have been on 303 yards from scrimmage for Josh Jacobs. We wouldn't be on a 2-game win streak. You know what I mean? 6 more wins. We are in the playoffs. Facts. But how are you ever going to find that out if you quit? You know what I mean? How are you going to ever find out if that woman you want to marry is going to say yes if you never ask her? How are you going to ever know if you're going to get that job if you don't apply for it? Because you feel like, oh, no, they're not going to hire me. Apply for this shit. You'll be surprised sometimes. Do the shit that you think you're going to fail at sometimes and watch your success rate. Just gauge it. You might have more losses than wins, but I bet you that one fucking win outweigh all those losses. And I guarantee you that shit. You'll be like, oh, shit, I did get hired. There it is. So with that being said, what time is it, man? I'm running off. It's 8:14. Hey, I enjoyed this conversation with you guys, man. Shout out to all y'all in the chat, man. Holly, Savage Sev, Willie, everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys for pulling up and then hanging out with your boy this morning, man. It's good to talk to people. You know what I mean? Like I say, that's what we do. That's what we do. We got each other, and I'm glad I got y'all, man. Hey, to those who are watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Oh, there'll be more stories in the future too. I got a lot of stories. I got a lot of stories. So with that being said, hey, subscribe to the channel. We are 42 subscribers away from 1,000. We are gaining momentum. Once we hit 1,000, I will do a live show. I'm going to need all you guys to come back to the live show. We're going to be doing a live drawing. Whoever's name gets picked, do get the Raiders Allegiance duffel bag, the Raiders Allegiance backpack, as well as the Raiders Allegiance all over printed hoodie. So let's go, y'all. Hey, to those who have subscribed, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Man, you make this shit fun for me. Like I said, this is my therapy. This is my therapy. I don't need to sit on nobody's couch. I can sit here and talk Raider football, and then we can talk different key points about life and football, because we're all relatable that way. All of us. So with that being said, you guys enjoy your day. May you and your families make it back home safely. And you know what tomorrow is, right? Y'all motherfuckers know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is Fuck Your Team Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. We are going in on the Los Angeles Dischargers again, the second time. Because the first week, they got lucky. This week, no more luck is included in your fucking game manual. So with that being said, you guys, enjoy your day. This is Good Morning Raider Nation. I'm Lunatic Raider. I said Raider. And this is Raiders Allegiance. Hey, please subscribe, hit that like, comment, notification bell. Thank you guys. I truly thank you guys, because like I said, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. And there's only one nation. And that's the motherfucking Raider Nation. Let's go, Raiders. Raiders! I'm out this B.I.N.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?